Hey, this is Johnny Beane, and I'm doing a Google Hangout tonight with David Allen Wright. He wanted to talk about some cool stuff. So we got Eric Broadbent is in here, and David Nesdall.
Hey,
And yeah, so hey, David Allen, how you doing, man?
Doing great. How you guys doing?
Great.
Fantastic.
Okay. Um, Over the years, I've been reading about this for years about the Eddie Van Halen Music Man guitars and how they digitally copied the neck. So, what the story I read years ago was they digitally copied this neck from the 5150 and made this neck. And actually has the worn-in feel of the neck. If you ever play a real Music Man Eddie Van Halen model, you'll actually feel it. It's actually got the worn-in feel. So I was going to actually get some dimensions off of it. I was going to pull the neck out and show you the neck, and then we'll start getting some dimensions off of it, and then we can try to compare that to. I'll try to compare that to a 5150 neck. Okay.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, I love those necks. The Music Man.
Yeah. Well, I've actually got another neck here. You can see it's a Music Man neck. I got years and years and years ago. And then you can see the back of it. It's really
Some
got
beautiful bird's eye. Beautiful bird's eye.
yeah, got plenty of bird's eye on it. I haven't done the I haven't put the oil on the headstock yet. I need to do that next. It'll really bring it out. You can see the bird's eye, but it's kind of hard to see with the until you put some oil on it. But this, and it's actually never been drilled yet. You can see the back of the neck. It hasn't even got any drill holes or anything, and it's ready to be mounted. I've got the body here too. I've got a body for it all ready to go. I've got the floor. I've got the Gatto tremolo for it. Got the control cavities put in it. You can see. But that's kind of a different story. I got all the pickups for it and everything. I won't put it together, but so what I was going to do is get some dimensions off this thing to a point. There is specifications on this neck online somewhere. I saw them on a website one day. If I find it, I'll post it on the Van Halen forums and everything. So, but they've got the dimensions all the way up the fretboard on it. And the other thing is, you remember Eddie made comments about this years ago that when they had to clean the neck on the 5150, and it really upset him. But if they're going to really digitally copy the neck, they've got to clean this neck, the 5150 neck, like this neck. They had to clean it because there's no other way of getting a digital accurate copy without cleaning it. I know he had a lot of the wear in the fretboard area, but if they really wanted to copy it, they really had to really degrease, kind of like degrease it and clean it up to make a digital copy of it.
David, can I ask a question there for a second? By you saying that they had to clean it, I would imagine any like grease buildup and things like that. Okay, you know how to work a micrometer and things like that. I don't know that, but it could be a couple of millimeters of difference when they're scanning that neck, correct?
Yes. That's what I've been reading over the years. From a machinist perspective, yes, because you would have different tolerances on it, and also they refretted I read in the magazine they refretted 5150 neck one day, all apart and everything. They refretted it and filed it down and everything, but they had to clean it to do the digital copy on it. I don't know how long they had the guitar, maybe like 2 or 3 months, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know how long.
well, they actually fixed the headstock, so yeah,
Right.
they had to have it for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that, David. Yeah, that's right. They fixed the headstock there. And if anybody does not know, the headstock broke between right in this area.
Yep. Is that a James Duffy neck?
Yes. This is the neck I'm going to build the 84 with. I was going to send it off and get it built. I've got that one, and then I've got some other necks here too. Here's a Music Craft neck. I got that one. That's a Music Craft. I've got a couple different ones. So, but you can see the Music Craft neck. That's one of them, and then
The headstock on the Duffy neck looks better.
this one's actually another neck. I think this one came from James. I think I'll have to look at my notes. I've got notes somewhere on all my different necks and stuff. You can see it's got the curvature at the top up here. But this one does not have the holes drilled for the lock nut yet. One thing I actually am doing is I'm sending the prototype nut to get drilled because prototype. So what I kind of know. Here's a Kramer. These are the newer Kramer necks. You know, the reproduction necks. See those? Oh, I've got 2 of those here.
Mm-hmm. The Music Yo?
Then these, but here's another Music Craft neck. Okay, so let's go to here's the other yellow Kramer reproduction neck. You can see. So these don't have the holes drilled in the back of them, but that can be easily done. It's just a template you have to do, and you put it on the drill press and drill it pretty much. But, okay, so what I was going to do is compare this neck here to this neck. Kind of like a cake show type demonstration. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to get the micrometer out. And then, I'm using a digital micrometer.
Oh, wow. That one's fancy.
Yeah.
Never seen one like that.
All right, so I think it's 0. Can you guys read it really well? I'm kind of looking at it backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Perspective. Okay. All right. Let's see, make sure it's 0. Okay, that's 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure at the first fret here. And then I give you some dimensions here. Somebody will probably have to write these down when I'm doing them. Oh, that's not going to be a good. Hold on a minute. My bad. Got to figure out. I never tried this. I never did a demo with before I did this. 1 second here. When we say live, we're actually live.
Yep, we're live.
I mean, it's not like a second take.
No, that's cool.
Right, I'm trying to do this the best. I should have laid this out before. I just got home a little while ago, so it kind of. Can you guys read that?
21.94.
Okay. Good. Can you read it? Because I'm actually facing backwards. Okay, so I was thinking maybe go to the 5th fret and let's measure at the 5th fret. That would be the 5th fret here.
2216.
Okay. Let me go. So the 9th fret. It's kind of incrementing up. So.
2288. No, 90. It's going up around the 90s. It's varying a little bit.
Yeah. I got it tight there too.
2292. Pretty accurate there.
All right. All right. Here's the 12th fret.
So it's getting thicker as it goes up?
I think it is. Well, you'll have to tell me because.
Yeah, it is for sure. It's gaining.
All right, so that's 12th fret. Let's go. I got to pull actually the neck up. It's kind of looking at the neck backwards. Let's go to the 17th fret. 17th fret.
It's definitely gaining 24 to almost 25, rounded off to 25. I've never noticed that in a neck of any kind. I didn't realize it got that thick as you went higher up the neck.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is supposed to.
And here is the 21st fret.
I mean, up around the heel for sure. I would expect it to be much thicker, of course, but.
Okay. Now I will do the width also. So let me go back. Let me make sure I'm 0. Yeah, I'm 0. Can you guys see that? Oh crap! Let me get my finger out of the way.
5513.
All right. Let me get the width. Oh crap! I didn't do the width up here, did I? My bad. Something I didn't do earlier. That's the width here on the 1st fret.
4263 by the looks of it.
All right, and then the 5th fret.
Now is that centimeters or what is that?
Ooh, good idea. So let me look. I thought this thing set up on millimeters. Yeah, so it's millimeters.
Okay.
I do almost all my stuff in metric anyway.
Yeah.
Like it's easier from a math perspective.
Unfortunately, in Canada, that's all we get.
Yeah. Well, we supposed to go to the metric system back in 1982, 83. We still haven't got there yet. All right, that's the 5th fret.
Okay.
This is the width of it. So, can you guys read that?
4587 by the looks of it.
All right.
You got some good eyes there, Eric.
Actually, I don't, but he had a really good camera there for a minute.
Should we be writing this stuff down?
9th fret.
We're good.
That's the 9th fret. Okay. And then here's the 12th fret.
This is a real learning experience. I'm learning something here.
12th fret. And then what do we do? 15th fret? Yeah, or what do we go to? I can't remember.
15th and 17th.
Yeah, all right, here's 15th. Dimensions there. Here's a 17th. And I'll go all the way up to 21st fret because I remember we did 21st. All right, 17th, and here's 21st. Right there. We kind of measured the distance behind this on the back heel earlier, but it should be the same. So, okay. So that is the music band. Now I was going to get the Duffy neck out, the one I've got here, and do the measurements on that one.
Yeah, but you're going to have to realize that that's not really the 5150 guitar.
I know. I wish I had the 5150. But, now, which one do you guys want me to measure to? Here's the music craft neck. I've got one of those I can do. I can measure that one.
So these are all necks that are styled.
Yeah, styled
against those, right?
Yeah.
Like, so you think they're close or supposedly close to?
That's what I was going to find out. Like, you know, we could do a comparison of the music craft neck to the Music Man neck, or this is the music craft neck right here. I've actually got two of them. And then I got the Kramer neck, the old, you know, the reproductive Kramer.
Yeah, but those Kramer necks are really not even in the ballpark. They're humongous.
Yeah. I've noticed that over the years. They're not even close, in my opinion. I actually got two of those. I got those years ago off eBay. And let's see. I'm trying to figure out what neck. Yeah, like here's another music craft neck. Let's see. These come straight. They've never been mounted. They haven't even been drilled or anything yet. These are just come out of the box, out of the wrapper. I still actually got the wrappers in the box form when I got them shipped here last year or 2 years ago, whenever I got them for guitar builds and stuff. That's one of them. And then I got another one here. That one. There's another one just like it. And it's not been drilled either. But we can do a measurements of this one real quick. Just hang on. So, let me get some stuff out of the way. Like I say, this is live. I was not prepared for better. I'm sorry. Just that's how I am sometimes, man. I'm just going 100 miles an hour every day.
Yeah, don't smile.
Yeah.
It's still light out where I am. Is it dark where all you guys are?
Yeah.
It's dark.
Look, so you can see like daylight.
It's beautiful.
There's chickens out there.
Okay. Here is the music craft neck. Can you guys see the measurements on that?
Nope.
Let me just make it
I saw it. 2159.
Hold on a minute. Let me go back in and readjust this real quick. This is on the first fret, so can you see that pretty good?
2129.
Okay. And then let's go to the 5th fret. That's the dimension here for the 5th fret. Hopefully you guys can see it. I can't see it. I'm kind of backwards on it, so. But that's the dimensions. So the 5th fret.
I see it. It keeps kind of changing.
Hold on a minute. Let me try to get this set right.
Is that neck soggy?
Give me 1 second here.
Very soft wood. Basswood.
Is that a rubber neck?
He said rubberneck.
Imagine a rubber guitar.
Yeah.
You'd be like, whoa.
Yeah. Be cool, bend around.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a body with no spine, right?
Tremolo on a rubberneck.
Yeah.
Does that look? Is it moving now?
28.85, 21.85.
All right, that's the 5th fret, and then let's go to the 7th fret. There's the 7th fret.
When it does fluctuate, it's just
22.72.
tenth of millimeters.
Yeah. It may be where I'm trying to hold. I don't have a holding fixture, so I'm kind of like holding it in my hand. So that could be the problem.
What are you doing, Grant?
7th fret,
What's going on with you?
and then the 12th fret.
Hey, you ain't going out. Fuck that.
What was that?
I just hiccuped.
All right, here's the 12th fret. So you can see the here for that.
Remember I said no smiling.
We need a dump button.
Yeah. Gong Joe Bong.
15th
Because
fret.
my dog wants to go out every 5 seconds.
Here's the 15th fret, so you can see the dimensions there. And then let me go to the 21st fret, and then I'll do the dimensions on the back. And there's the 21st fret right there.
25 and change. 95, 92, 91.
Here's the width of the back of the neck right there. You can see it. It's hard for me to see on my screen.
It's 55 and change.
46.
Yep.
All right, and then here is the width of the 1st fret. You can see it.
It looks very similar, right?
It really feels the same in a lot of ways. I mean, it just doesn't have that worn-in feel at first. Here's the 5th fret.
I'll knock you right out.
5th fret. Then, 7th fret. Here's the 7th fret.
You guys hear my dog?
Yeah.
And there's
I thought that was
the
your stomach.
Huh?
Time to eat. Time to eat. Stomach.
I haven't eaten in 30 years. Come on.
I'm crying. I'm actually crying.
All right, I gotta let my dog out.
All right.
Come on.
That was classic. So, David, what are your findings so far? Like when you've measured these, like I think you said you didn't document them so far, but what are the consistencies and inconsistencies you're seeing?
The biggest thing that I've seen on this neck, the Music Man neck so far, one thing I've noticed more than anything, it's kind of like it's more curved on the back, meaning it's got the worn-in feel. Couple of things. It's hard for me, I guess, to describe in a way, but it's got this worn-in feeling on the whole back of the neck. I think it's because when they digitally copied this neck, they got all the information, off the neck from the wear. You see what I mean? Because you can actually feel like almost like the tint right in this area. I mean, it's like where almost all the main usage was back in, over the years in a way.
Hmm.
But it gradually increases up through the neck, but it really makes it just has that worn in feel with no wax on it. He never had any clear coat wax or any clear coat on the back of the neck. But this neck, that's the only thing I think the difference on that compared to the other necks. Because see, these necks are so new, really. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they did it, but I think when they digitally copied the 5150 neck, they copied it with the wear patterns. To be honest, it had the really great wear patterns, and plus I think they probably had to work the neck a little bit after they machined it,
Mm-hmm.
router. But whatever they did, I think they've done a lot of quality to get that feel, with this neck. I will say that I'm really impressed with this, Music Man neck. I really
Hmm.
love the Music Man guitar. It's really versatile, man. I love it. I still love it. I mean, I never really played this guitar much, but this one's awesome. I love this thing.
You have a broken E string there?
Uh, I have it de-slacked.
Oh, okay.
Slacked and everything.
I've got a question because it's for all you guys. So the other David's away from the screen right now, but I know why I think he has a Music Man. But I know Johnny, you've got one there in your hand, and Dave, you've got some. I don't have one, but looking at that neck, the fingerboard looks like it's slightly rolled on the corners. Like are the edges rolled a little bit on that? Like they look.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good observation. Hang on, I want to show it to you in a close-up view better.
Thanks.
That's another thing. Yes.
Rolled? You mean like rounded?
Yeah, somewhat. This was not a definitive edge like the Kramers and things like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not like flat.
Yeah, that's nice. So it's nice when you do that grip and you sometimes reach over with your thumb and like kind of thumb fret a chord. That's kind of nice with a rounded edge.
Oh, because it doesn't hurt. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah,
it's not like sticking into your finger.
yeah. Dig it into the corners of your digits and stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking Johnny can get his out and David can pull his out too.
Right on.
They can actually show the differences on their necks compared to their other guitars.
Cool.
Because this is one thing I noticed. These necks here have a real good worn-in feel to them. They just feel. It's not like a real hard edge. It's kind of rolled here.
Yeah.
What I noticed.
Hmm. I mean, yeah. I mean, when these things were brand new, they already felt worn in a way,
And that's what
then,
Eddie's Kramers would have done after like, several years of playing them.
hmm. Hmm. But mine, this was like I played this thing for many years. I've had this thing since '92. So mine was brand new, and then now it's insane how worn it is. You know.
Probably plays even better today than it did.
Yeah, I mean technically I've been playing this thing longer than he was playing. He was playing his. There's.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean mine has a little nick on the back right there.
Mhm.
Fell right there. But it's funny because I've been playing it so long with that nick right there. It's like I'm so used to it. It would feel weird without it. So I'm always used to feeling like when I do this, it's like, oh, there it is. It's like part of it.
Like you'd catch your fingernail on it. Like is it that deep kind of thing?
That's a little deep. It's not really.
Do you have a micrometer?
No. David Allen, you want to come over here and measure this? We're gonna measure Johnny's neck.
I don't even want to go there.
Hopefully that's the only thing you're measuring with a micrometer, Johnny.
But yeah, mine is so worn in though. It's insane.
That's nice. Nice guitar.
And another thing, like David was talking about before on the back of the necks, this one I've got here actually has the partial 5150 curve back here. It's like Dave talks about. This one does. This one actually doesn't. You can see the difference here. It doesn't have that on that. But that's just a secondary additive, not from the Music Man, but the modification that they do on the back of the neck.
The Kramer stuff. Yeah, Nesdal knows all about that stuff.
And up there, so another one.
Yeah. Just ask away, baby, ask away.
Oh, hey, I found that guitar in Rome, Italy. Did you guys see that? I found it that night. I was watching the video
Yeah, it's in Rome.
that you posted about the Hard Rock Cafe guitar, and I started researching. And I'm still looking for a picture of the
There
back.
are
I'm
none.
going to email them next
There are
week
no
on
photos of the back. You're gonna have to call them. Someone's gonna have to call them and ask them to take it out of the case and photo it. But I don't think anyone's gonna do that. They're gonna say, who the hell is this guy on the phone, and why would we do anything like that for you?
Yep.
So it's just the way it is, unfortunately. The only time I foresee it being able to be photoed is when they move the guitar again. If someone chooses to make to photo it.
If they redecorate the place or something.
Yeah. We need a petition so we can get them to move it back to America. So
Well, those Hard Rock
Yeah.
cafes, they changed locations too. Like the one in San Francisco has moved around
yeah.
at least 2 times that I know of. You know.
No kidding.
So they don't sit in the same, like the one in New York. It's been in the same place for.
Oh yeah, forever.
I mean, yeah, when I was there, it was over 20 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, we need to get an online petition, man. Tell them move that guitar back here somewhere. Nashville.
Yeah, when you do, display it backwards, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what you can do too is you can say have it sent to you first, David, and you can say you need to inspect the Floyd Rose, make sure everything's good with it, and you'll give a kind of an evaluation, and then send it back to Hard Rock and get your photos at the same time.
That's
Exactly.
a good idea.
Yeah, why not? You're a good source on Floyd Roses. I mean, say if you want anyone to give the proper attention that it deserves.
Well, I can always get Paul Unkert to say that he built the guitar and he would like to do a little maybe
A recap
a
or a
little
review.
a review on the guitar and yeah.
Yeah, you never know. Hey, it's not impossible.
I know he would do it. I absolutely know he'd do it because he's cool like that, and he's all about Eddie Van Halen, and it keeps his whole thing alive too.
Mm-hmm. His legacy.
Yeah, it's good for him.
That'd be very cool. You never know. The power of the internet. I mean, years ago, this would have been trading some postal mails and some long distance phone calls. Now we just talk to a couple different people, and overnight it could practically happen.
Yeah. This guitar is so out of tune.
My office where I'm in right now, it's quite cold. My guitars are really going crazy with the climate changes.
It's kind of hot here.
It looks like it.
It's still light out.
That's crazy. I lost light hours ago. And it's darn cold here today. It's cold today. Minus like 15, 18.
It's 9 degrees here right now,
Wow.
and it's going to go down to 0, absolutely 0, without wind chill. That's before wind chill.
Man, 0, I'd be in my boxers. It's cold.
Oh, it's 63 here. 63 and sunny.
Shut up.
Yeah. All in favor for kicking Johnny's rear end?
Yeah.
I say aye.
And it's 5 o'clock here, actually. If you want to say it's 5 o'clock somewhere, that's here.
Yeah, there you go. Cheers.
Nice.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had an earthquake?
Me?
No. Yeah, you, John.
My earthquakes? I don't know. Technically, I think we have them like every day. You just never feel them.
Well, there you go.
We've had a couple that worked their way into Canada, into my part of Canada. They've been very minor. We've had one where you could feel a little bit of a shake, but nothing that you guys get.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's the worst is when they have them like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You know, you're sleeping, and then all of a sudden the whole place just shakes, and you wake up.
Like you guys have had freeways come down and things like that. We have like a branch move.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, we've had bridges fall over.
London Bridge is falling down.
You know, I mean, and that.
Oh, wait,
that's
do we have to pay for that? Do we have to pay for what I just said?
Well, you didn't sing it actually in proper key or texture, so we should be all right.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't wrap it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this was from an earthquake, though. That little dent in the back of the neck. That's what that's from.
Did it fall over or fall off the stand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fell off the stand, hit the ground.
I had one of my Wolfgangs, my first American Peavey one, the black one. It fell over off of a guitar stand, fell right on its face, and it dented. I never got the frets replaced, and there's several frets that like it just basically fell on its face like that, and the pressure didn't break the neck or anything, but it really indented the frets, and I've just left it. It's still playable. It's one of those things where we talked about it before. You know how to play around it, but someone else plays it, they're gonna say, "What the hell happened to these frets?"
Yeah, that's like this thing.
Yeah.
That's like the way this thing's all set up.
Yeah, I'd probably play yours and I'd get stuck at that spot because I'm not expecting it. But yeah, it, like you say, it'd be more awkward for you not having it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because I've played other ones.
Yeah.
You know, and even though it's the same guitar, it doesn't. It's similar but different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know totally what you mean. You know the roadmap to your own guitar.
Absolutely.
And that is why no two guitars are the same. I don't care if you take any of those guitars that are mass-produced off the line, they're not the same. I remember being in the music store many times, too. I worked at a Fender dealer, and the guitars would come in, and they'd be all the same, different colors. I'd be like, cool, nice, next. Ooh, what is this? It's same guitars. All of a sudden, one just jumps out at you.
Yeah, it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely happens. You know, that was one thing that always boggled my mind. I worked at Manny's Music for many years and for Guitar Center for even more years. And people would come in and play the guitar that's on the wall and be in love. I love this guitar. You got one in a box? Really?
Oh, my God. Do you have them in a size 7? Like, they're not
got
shoes,
one in
man.
a box? I mean, but you just played yeah, all right, so this one has a scratch. I'll take a couple dollars off, but...
Yeah,
this guitar clearly plays amazingly. Why would you want another one that chances are not going to be as good?
The way I would rephrase that is I'd be the guy playing the guitar, and I'd say, okay, I love this. Can you please go get me the box?
Yeah.
The box.
I'll take the case.
Yeah, the case, whatever.
Does it come with a case? No?
Yeah.
Well, how about you throw in the case, and I'll take this one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hate people. Can I say that on air?
What?
I like individuals. Nothing. I'm not going to say it again.
I'd say, I'll play it outside, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play it home. I'll play it on my way.
Yeah.
I'll play it in the car.
Okay, now that my Music Man is totally in tune, we're probably not talking about it anymore.
Yeah, I found this Kramer at a pawn shop today. Check it out.
Oh, right on.
Is that a Focus? Looks like a Focus 3000.
That's a 2000. Oh.
A striker?
But it's got the old Floyd Rose on it. That's where I saw it. Look at this thing. I don't
love
know.
it.
It doesn't have the lock nut though.
Nope.
No, it's not going to.
See.
That's cool. That's like an 83.
Yeah, I saw it today. It's at a pawn shop up in Hendersonville, and I'm gonna go up there next.
Hendersonville, North Carolina?
No, Tennessee. Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Where Johnny Cash, lived, and Conway Twitty and all them people, So.
What, $250, somewhere in that range?
No, he wants $250.
That's too much. Dave, that's too much money for that guitar. That's what it costs brand new.
Oh, I know. That's
really,
yeah. I didn't want to.
That's what that guitar would have cost brand new.
Here's a picture of the Floyd. I picked it up and I thought, interesting. It's an old, Needle Roses. I had to look at it. It's like, okay, I started playing it. It's like, you know, I didn't hook it up. He said, "You want to hook it up?" I said, "No, man, I don't want to hook it up right now. Let me play it a little bit." So I was sitting there playing it, not even hooking it up yet.
That's the best way to play it.
Yep. That's right. Play the wood.
You're not going to keep those pickups anyways. Any guitar I go look at, I'm worried what it sounds like before I plug it in.
But
would that be plywood though?
Could be.
That's probably a plywood one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's real light. I was not happy with how light it was, to be honest with you. The only thing, you know, when I go in and I start looking at old guitars, first thing I do is I look at the headstock and then I start looking at the bridge, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of like, I saw the headstock, it's like, oh, that looks like an old Kramer, and I, you know, I looked down at Tremolo, it's like, oh, wow, picked it up and started playing it. And the guy came over and he's like, well, hold on a minute, let me talk to you. And it's like, okay, whatever, you know. So. And
if you're going to build a replica guitar, nothing wrong with a plywood body. If you're not going to play it.
If you're not going to play it.
Yeah.
You know,
stick it on the wall.
Get the hell off of here. No. Get down. Get out of here. I've got cats in my belfry. Jeez.
One thing I did notice about the guitar, the neck has never been played really. I mean, it felt like it was, the frets have never been even dented, you know. It's like, wow, nobody's ever played this thing. So.
The neck on that thing, on the striker, it was really like rounded, right? Like what do you call it?
It was kind of rounded, wasn't it? Yeah.
Like it had a skunk stripe, maybe?
Oh, do I have a picture of the back of it?
Because I used to have a striker. I had one years and years and years ago, a red one. Looked very similar to that one, except the bridge it had some sort of like fulcrum thing. It wasn't a Floyd.
I had one with a Floyd, but I think and mine was a humbucker single, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to love that guitar, actually.
I didn't even take a picture of the back of it. I was sitting there, but there's the headstock on it. It says Striker. It actually says Striker on the back plate, but I didn't. Dang it, I didn't take a picture. If it did, I've got to look through my phone in a minute to see if I can find it. But
no, those are Goto tuners, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, that guitar's that. If he wants to give it to you for like 100, 120, do the deal.
Yeah.
Because you can make that, you can turn that body into that purple one with the tape that Eddie had, with the multicolored tape.
Yeah.
Because that'll work for that.
Mm-hmm. Well, probably the bridge is like the most valuable thing on there, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bridge, yeah.
Was that me?
I think so.
Who was
No,
that?
it's me.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah, those pickups and those guitars are probably worth about $20 a piece.
Yeah. Well, that and then getting this microphone today was my.
Oh, that's nice.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm using a blue as well too. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'm not sure if I can lift it up. These things are badass, man. Mine's the Blue Yeti.
Yeah. Oh wow, cool. Looks like a Yeti.
Yeah. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, Blue makes good stuff.
Yeah, it is good.
And like I say, when I grow up, I want to be like Johnny Beane, you know.
Yep. You'll like that mic a lot. Get a pop filter for it.
A what pop filter?
A pop filter, yeah. Look them up on Amazon, whatever. It'll save, especially if you're doing a lot of these kind of things. I don't even have one on mine, but for that one, you'll want a pop filter.
Okay, I was thinking it was the Michael Jackson filter or something.
Yeah. Hey, woohoo.
It's the king of pop filter.
Yeah, there you go. King of pop filter. There you go. You got a patent that name. That's good.
Yeah.
So that saves the mic from when you spill your Coke, then, right?
No. It just says those things.
No, well, when you spill all your Coke on the mic, you can just snort it right off the mic.
There you go. That's right.
Huh?
All
what?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all talking about Coke. We get lost.
Everybody remembered. Oh man, when's the last time I had something?
I've never. You know what? I talk a good game. I've never done it in my life.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. It's probably a good thing.
You're right, because I would love it. I probably would love it and die from it. And then you guys could split my guitar collection.
That's like the other day at my office. Do you guys get like those punchki donuts this time of year down your place, down your area? Punchki days, like these powder donuts, and our workplace was filled with about 100 of them. And there's this white powder everywhere in the building. I said, "Oh my God, it looks like the carpets at Charlie Sheen's house on a weekend."
That's great. That's great.
Oh,
No, we have Krispy Kreme though.
Oh, there you go.
I love me some Krispy Kremes.
Yeah.
I take
that-
one bite of that thing and I just feel sick.
One thing you guys have to do, and any of our listeners, we have to look up on Google later on, type in Krispy Kreme and news anchor fail. Just trust me, do that. There's an intern working for the news agency, and they're like, okay, quick, we got to get a graphic for Krispy Kreme, and the little graphic behind the news anchor says Krispy Kreme's so good you'll suck something.
Wow.
It's great. Yeah. Thank me later. Mention it in the comments. How'd we get up on Krispy Kreme?
So what did we come up with on these necks, Dave? What's the deal? What do we do? What's the final word?
Oh, the final word that I believe in is the next. This.
Are those all necks like crashing together?
Yeah, sorry.
Dang.
This neck, I believe, has. It's got the worn-in feel. I think you were away for a minute, Dave. We were talking about it. Me and Eric were, and Johnny. These have like a rounded edge here.
Yeah, I see it. It's called rolled edges.
Dang.
Rolled fret edges.
Look at
I
the
mentioned a minute ago. Yeah.
look at the color on the back of his neck, the headstock and the neck.
Talk, Dave.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on,
See
Dad.
the color on that?
Yeah.
You've seen this. Look at the difference on mine.
Yeah. Well, like I've said that before. That's like the only guitar you used for a long time.
There.
And you said that your hands sweat when you play, right?
Oh yeah, they're sweating right now.
Yeah. Well.
It's all that coke, man.
Hanging out at Charlie Sheen's house on the weekend.
Awesome.
But yeah, the guitars are great. I mean, the necks. I mean, like something I've always said was I thought, having before the EVH stuff came out, when it was just this and the PV stuff, I thought having a PV body and one of these necks would be a great combination.
That'd be neat to try.
Yeah.
That'd be very cool to try.
Yeah. But I do think these necks are similar to the new Wolfgang necks.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I can't say because I don't own one of those guitars that you have right now. So
Have you ever played one?
I have actually. Yep, got some buddies, and I enjoy them. But I have never had the new EVH side by side, so I could do an A/B comparison. But I'll try to do that sometime in the near future. I've got some buddies that have them. I missed that whole boat, and I really regret it. I'll grab one. I'll watch eBay for the right one, or music stores.
Yeah, the neck on mine seems to move more than I'd like it. More than I'd like it to. But at least the adjustment is easy.
You're talking no, the neck is moving, and the truss rod's shifting a little too much.
The neck, it's
Okay, bowing, yeah, back and
because
forth.
it's really got a lot of birds on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't use it all the time. It sits on a stand most of the time, so it moves a little bit.
Yeah.
I would imagine if I played it a lot more than I do, it would be fine.
Yeah. I find with these guitars, well, I should say those guitars, but they're all the same style of guitar with the necks that are somewhat unfinished or satin finished. They are more susceptible to the elements.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
We talked about this in another call before too, but humidity will make them become like a sponge. When they dry up, the strings are right on the fretboard, so they're very temperamental. But that's a sign of a good guitar too, that they are adjusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
What's Maple look like compared to each other? I mean, this one This is my bird's eye maple. Really.
That's pretty.
Well, that's not the body. That's quilted maple.
Maple. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see that again.
Can you see?
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. I'm trying to get a better light.
Yeah, that looks like Eddie's guitar.
Yep.
It's very similar. Now, is that yellow or is that blonde?
It's yellow.
Okay.
The amber, right?
Right there. I'm trying to get a better angle. I've got a lot of light flooding in on me.
No, that looks incredible.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I've only played it like once. I've got the strings deslacked on it and everything. It sits in the case, Music Man case.
Yeah.
I bought this thing at a guitar show for like I bought this thing years and years and years ago, back in '95. I think I gave him $1,600 cash. I've got the receipt for it.
Good deal.
What's the serial number on that?
Hang on, I gotta read it. So give me 1 second. 84 857.
That's a 93.
Really?
Yep.
Man, you know all these serial numbers. Damn, dude. Wow. I didn't even know I never looked up the serial number on it, to be honest with you.
Yep, that's a 93.
Mm-hmm. If you take the neck off, you'll see the date stamped on the body
Okay, I never done it.
when the body was made.
Okay. I haven't done it yet. And, man, like I say, I bought it, and, here's the headstock on it, really, if you can see it.
Yep. Looks great.
Beautiful guitar. I mean, I love this thing.
Right on the money, my friend.
And I bought it years ago, and it's like, it's one of my first guitars as a collector in a way, like I've got to have it,
That'll certainly hold its value.
Yeah.
That guitar right there is about $4,000 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I said, beautiful, beautiful guitar. And then sometime I'll pull out I got a Jimmy Page model. He signed for me at Gibson here a few years ago. I got it in a case too. So.
Did he sign the body or the pick guard?
The body. I've got video and pictures of him signing it for me.
Nice.
I'm sitting there next to him, and the guy, David, he works at Gibson. He actually holds a video camera. He works there, and he said, "Get over here with the guitar," and I brought a gold Sharpie, and he signed.
That's cool. That's good that he signed the body.
And I've
because
got
I was going to say, if he signed your pick guard, then only the pick guard's worth money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've got him videotaped it doing that. It's like I got conclusive,
Yeah, that even adds to the value for sure. Authenticity.
Yeah, sure.
That guitar you got your hands.
Dave, here's the top on mine. I don't know if you can see it well, but yeah, that's the top.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's got a nice top as well. I think yours is a little more. It's a little more quilted than this one.
More pronounced. But that is nice. Nothing wrong with that.
Trying to get it in the right light. That the photo really doesn't do it justice.
No.
It's yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's nice. That nice guitar.
And not one scratch on this at all.
That's cool.
There's not one scratch on it.
I don't have a guitar like that that has no scratches.
I mean, I don't care if it gets scratched, but I got it. It's used. I got it used. Not one scratch. But the fretboard's dirty.
Yeah.
Which is nice because it's really worn in.
Speaking of
probably not as dirty as yours, Johnny, but it's dirty.
Dude, that thing's clean.
I use a toothbrush on my fretboards.
Wow.
It works good. I don't use toothpaste, but I use when I'm doing my lemon oil and conditioning the neck. I take a toothbrush and get right in there. Works well.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Or it'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the last time I did that to this thing with the lemon oil was probably 2003.
Oh yeah.
No
It's been
kidding.
a while. So the last time I cleaned the neck was maybe 2003, maybe.
What I'll do is I'll dab on some lemon oil, just let it sit there. You walk away and come back, and it'll be gone. It'll absorb it right in there. Then you polish it off and get in there and clean it. Yeah, you can tell you play that one a lot. You can tell that's played a lot.
Yeah. But the lemon oil thing isn't that more for like rosewood?
Yes, rosewood fretboards. Yep.
And I swear by it on the maple. It pops a bird's eye right out. I go by it. I swear by it.
Mm-hmm. Because most maple necks aren't. Most of them are finished.
Most of them are, yes.
Right.
And in the case of, I guess I should stand corrected. I mean, my maple, the Van Halen guitars, because almost all the ones I have are the unfinished necks, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's those ones I soak them up with lemon oil.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to buff them right off too, because they'll get so gummy too that it's you're playing in the swamp.
Yeah, I should probably do that to this thing.
You'd love it. Oh man, give that neck a cleaning and give it some oil mint. You'll love it. You'll love it. Yeah. It's got a nice. It's got a nice smell to it too. I mean, it doesn't stink. In other words.
Yeah. I just need to I need to adjust the neck a little bit.
Yep, it's the perfect time to do it. It's the perfect time to do it. So you can adjust the neck and give her a cleaning and give him some oil.
Mm-hmm.
What you got there, David?
It's my Neptune guitar.
Nice.
I just set it up a little earlier. Now this neck is it's a Boogie Body's neck. It's one of Adam's necks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I mean it looks exactly like a Music Craft neck, but I got to tell you, this neck feels exactly like the Music Man. And you know Adam is Eddie's right-hand man. So I guarantee you that Adam had the 5150 guitar in his hands and made all the measurements, because this feels just like the Music Man. Exact. Everything about this one.
That's cool.
Where's your micrometer?
But wouldn't you like to know? But the headstock, the headstock doesn't look like the 5150 headstock. It's a little thinner.
Bathroom cabinet.
No, that's a sharp guitar, man.
Yeah, it's.
I like it.
Yeah, that's really cool. That'd be a really cool one to play.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, and it is.
It is a cool one to play. Yeah, and I had a problem with the edges of the frets sticking out, and I just took care of that before we got on this call. It feels much better now.
Good. You know, it's something, even through like a web call like this, and the bandwidth, the audio, everything, it kind of sucks. You can still hear the tone of that guitar. I know it might sound silly, but you can hear it. It sounds good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tone will cut through anything, even internet phone calls.
Yeah, you're darn tootin'.
If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you certainly don't.
Well, this is a fun guitar to play. It's
looks
fun,
like it.
It's fun to look at, man.
Yeah, that's cool. And you know what? It because you already get the vibe from the guitar. Of course, when you play, it's going to be fun because you've just held the guitar and you've gotten a fun chill from it. Of course, it's going to play good.
Yeah.
Inspires you before you play. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know something I want to talk about? One of our calls coming up, and one of my videos and one of your videos. I don't even know why I thought about this, but the Floyds. I had a guy ask me a question a while back, and David Allen, this is for you too, because you're the Floyd guy. I didn't really notice this until this guy asked me about it. He had a Japanese Wolfgang special, the same one I have, the cream one, and he was noticing that the detuner, and this was a question I was going to ask Adam the other night too, but I figured, I'm not going to ask any technical questions in that call as far as things that might be wrong with a potential product, because I think there might be a flaw here. The detuner sits way too close to the body of the guitar. And that's on the stripes here, all the stripes, and the Japanese Wolfgang. And unless you're allowing major thread clearance on the low E string for the fine tuner, it pops out. The actual detuner will pop right back out, and you'll drop your tuning again. And there is a flaw there. I want to find out what the deal is with that.
Well, I'll tell you. First of all, you don't have a lot of clearance with the low E string to tune
No.
when you have a detuner on it anyway. No matter what guitar. I have one on this guitar, and I have the detuner. I have the fine tuner all the way up, all the way up to the top. You can go maybe a turn or two.
And that's it?
And that's it. That's with all of them.
Okay.
It's just because this big piece of metal here, it's a big piece of metal, and you don't have that much on the saddle itself. You don't have that much play to begin with.
True.
So you're losing all that play. Here, check out what happens when I pull this detuner. Look at the saddle. You're going to watch the saddle go up. Did you see it go up?
Yep.
That's as much play as you lose. I'm going to put it back in.
Yeah.
Watch this. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Come on, you get in there.
Yeah, just millimeters.
Now there's hardly anything left. There's hardly any play left.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it's only you can't really you always have to kind of unlock the guitar to tune your E string when you're going to do that.
Yeah. I've just noticed myself, though, with some older Floyds that I've had, I've noticed that I haven't had that much. Like I like to keep lots of room on my fine tuners anyways. I do. I like somewhere around the middle, but that way I can go higher, sharper, or flatter. But I haven't found them to be as temperamental as some of these new Floyds.
And me, I'm the other way around. I keep all of them up, especially when I'm not gigging, when I'm not using these. If they're gonna sit on a wall for a while, I keep them all up because it keeps the pressure off that claw.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. And in theory as well too. No, it's a very good idea. And in theory, which I've always told a lot of guitar players that I played with that will play like Les Pauls and stuff that don't have any locking nuts, is I always try to encourage them to pull the string manually out of tune, stretch the string out, bring it sharp with the fine tuner, stretch out, tight with the fine tuner. Instead of going up and coming back, it's always good to stretch out and pull up, so the tuning, there's tension there.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, sorry for the tangent there.
Oh, that's okay. It was moral imperative. It had to be done.
Cool.
Yeah, well, mine are all messed up.
Are they?
And that's my fault.
Yeah, mine too.
My thing. I can't even get into the way mine looks. But like I was saying, you get used to playing it certain ways.
Yeah, yours is pretty darn close. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at it. Look at how high his bridge is off that body.
It is, and she's tipped back a bit.
Yeah, see that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when mine pulls out, I can't even get it out. There we go. Yeah.
Now, Dave, that's all Dave.
Yeah.
We talked to one of our buddies a while back on one of our other calls too, and he had a PRS. It was Tommy. He had a PRS Torero, and I had one of those, and I sold it. And it had a Floyd on there. Now, I don't know what brand of Floyd. I mean, it's Floyd, but I'm not sure where these ones were manufactured. That was a nice freaking playing Floyd. Everything about it was smooth. Fine tuners were smooth. Everything was good about that. Do you know where those ones are manufactured?
Is that an import guitar, or is that an American guitar?
No, it's an import.
Then it's the same one that's on the EVH Stripe series. They're made in Korea.
Okay.
They're made in Korea. But here's the difference. Probably the people at Paul Reed Smith really worked them. They really work those things before they send them out. Because those import guitars are really good.
Yeah,
even their least expensive guitars are seriously really good.
Yeah.
Now the guitars, the EVH guitars, are really good. Even the less expensive imports, but I don't think they have a guy sitting there doing fine adjustments on everything to them. I think they get them close, they put them in a box, and they ship them off. But Paul Reed Smith, they really take their time, even with the cheap stuff.
Yeah, gotcha. Good, thanks, man.
No problem. And that's one of the reasons why I rip those Korean Floyds off and put the German ones on.
Yeah.
And you know what? You would think that when you take one off and you put one on, that it's the same. The setup would be the same.
No.
But it's not. The German ones are thinner. They're a thinner metal. They set up differently. Like you have to lower the action when you put the German up, because it leaves you with higher action than it did with when you had the Korean one on.
Yeah.
They're just made very differently. they to the eye they look the same, but
Yeah.
when when you're switching them on a guitar, it's very different.
Yeah, I believe it. I'm going to probably do that in the near future. I'm going to get the German one for my white and black one, and I'm also ordering the black and yellow and the red, white, black stripe one too. I'll put German ones on those too.
Now, what I could do for you is I can actually make that happen for you.
Yeah, we'll talk after the call on that later on too. Another time.
If you wanna, you can also send them your resume and probably become an endorsee.
That'd be cool.
And I'll put a word in for you as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Sure, thank you.
No problem.
Awesome. Yeah, because right.
Just because you're honestly you're an EVH endorsee, it makes no sense for you not to be a Floyd Rose endorsee as well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, actually, I probably still will be. I was on the roster at one time, so just mention the name again, and okay, I'll have to dig through some paperwork. But yeah, I was on my resume at one time, so hopefully I'm still on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. But let's try that later on. That's great.
Yeah, no problem. I can call them during the week.
Yeah.
I got to order some things anyway, so I
on.
can call and speak to Andy.
Right on. Cool.
Uh-oh, Johnny's gone.
I think he's taking the dog maybe for a while.
I'm here. Hang on.
So what else you want to talk about, Dave?
That's it for me, man.
We can probably wrap her up in a minute.
Yeah.
You know what, though? I did, David. I found that was very informative. That with getting the micrometer out, sometimes it's you need that visual. And I mean, I've been playing guitar for a very, very long time, and something I learned tonight was just the thickness of the neck as you went up higher up the scale, and it's quite cool to graphically see that.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't even know how to work a micrometer.
I've never seen one of those digital ones before. That was neat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fairly new stuff.
Yeah.
Here's the O-type micrometer.
Yeah, I've seen those. I had those in high school, and I could figure that. To me, that looks like a prehistoric D-tuna.
Ah. Yeah.
There you go.
That's very funny.
I think Ravi Shankar had one.
Johnny, you got something to add?
Mario says, "Hey guys."
Hey,
Oh,
Mario.
cool.
Hey, Mario's a good fan of all of ours.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
How you doing, Mario? We love you, buddy.
Hey Mario. Let me see if anyone else said anything. 'Cause right when I read his message, my phone died.
Oh no.
So my phone is out of it. I'm on the iPad now, though. Let's see. See if anybody said anything.
So, by the way, thanks for talking about the Music Man guitar a little bit, because it gave me a chance to set it up again. Now
There you go.
There you go.
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Craig Mead posted the link to that Krispy Kreme video.
We'll have to check that out.
So that's in one of the pages. He posted that, and then Mario says, "Love you guys too."
Awesome, buddy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You know what? This is why we do this stuff, man. For you guys, you always keep coming and commenting and supporting us. It's I mean, we could just be talking to ourselves. Well, we do talk to ourselves sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. You guys are big supporters, and it makes it all worth it.
Mike Cheever.
Yep.
So
That
they
name
posted-
today? Yeah.
Mike Cheever says, "Hey Johnny, what's up?" Charlie
Stinko.
I can't pronounce. I can't read.
Liquid Charlie. Liquid Charlie. My buddy
Liquid
from
Charlie.
the UK.
He says, "Hi guys."
Cool.
How come you're not sleeping, Charlie? It's like tomorrow for you, isn't it? Charlie and I are doing a track together. We're gonna have a hoot with that one.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we're he's shown me a demo he's got, and we're gonna share guitar parts on it. We're gonna film each other doing it at the same time. It's gonna be pretty cool.
That's very
Awesome.
cool.
He is a very inspiring guitarist. He's in the sea of guitar players out there, I find him to be very inspiring right now.
Cool. Hey, did you guys see Chris Hubbard's last video with him and himself playing drums?
Yeah, I mentioned that on the call with Adam Review the other day. I was saying, I felt bad because I forgot his name, and I was like, okay, this guy on Facebook. So I kind of cut away for a second. I went and looked him up again. So I publicly thanked him, but gave him a big shout out saying, I love it when this younger generation gets it. And I mean, holy cow, man!
Yeah, he's got the whole thing down. I mean, but he plays drums as well as he plays
great.
guitar.
Yeah, I had the Alex snare sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris, if you're listening to this, I mean, once again, man, you rock. Keep it up. Just do what you're doing, man.
Yep. I'm sure I'll get a comment tomorrow. He'll thank us tomorrow.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy. He's appreciative too. He's not. There's some of these guys out there that can play, and some of these guys are like they can't find a hat to fit their head.
Yeah. By the way,
but
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, no, I'm just saying, it's all good.
Yeah, Johnny. That's why I needed the that photo of the back of the Star guitar, because Chris just got one yesterday, and
he's waiting for D-Tuna.
Yeah, yeah, and he wanted to know the placement where Eddie placed the eye hook on his.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And he did
yeah.
He did it already. He drilled right through his neck plate and did the whole thing already.
Good job,
And
Chris.
I think he put a video of him playing that guitar on Facebook yesterday too.
Yep.
It sounds great. Sounds great.
Right on.
Mm-hmm. Ron says that he's watching live. Ron Paget?
Paget?
Yeah, Paget. Ron Paget. Yep.
It's so we see these
Hey Ron,
similar
what's going
names.
on, bud?
I'm not used to. Sorry, everybody. I'm not used to saying your names.
Right on. Yeah, you see a lot of the similar names. You can tell the people who dig this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Now, if we can just get them all to comment on it on Facebook, put comments down.
Yeah, share this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody's I know there's like 7 people at least watching right now. Yeah, if you're watching,
hit like.
Hit like and share it, and just tell people why you're sharing it. Say, hey, these guys are, they share the same passion I do. They just happen to have a webcam and blah blah blah.
And stay tuned for something really special from myself, Johnny, and Eric.
Yeah, got some stuff in the works.
We're going to do something very special, so just stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I don't even know what you're talking about. But yeah, everybody, thanks for watching these things. Sorry you can't see me. Let me put myself back on here. There I am. Oh, Mario.
No. There you go.
You see me? Yeah, Mario says, where is it? Oh, he sent me a message. Wait. I share everything you guys post.
That is very true.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
very true.
Thanks,
yes,
man.
he does, actually. Yes, he does.
Matter of fact, he shares it before you even take your finger off the enter button. It's like, boom. There, thank you, Mario. We can't thank you enough for that.
Oh man. Yeah, my dog really wants to. Howie really wants
to go
on a
out?
walk. Yeah, he needs to do his thing. Yeah, it's finally starting to get kind of dark here, so.
So why don't we say goodbye and we'll we can do something else later.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
It is Saturday night, so it's, we can do something a little later if you want.
Long weekend. You guys have Monday off there too?
I've got every day off.
Oh, there you go. Well, I have Monday off here. It's like family day, so it means you don't spend any time with your family. You get together with the guitar guys.
There you go.
Just kidding. Guitar guys and family. Hey, we're all family.
That's right. We certainly are.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching these things. I hear all the time from people saying that they're either watching now, or they are going to watch, or they're about to watch, or they just did watch. I keep hearing about all that, and it's great you guys are digging, this kind of stuff, us talking about these things, and it's fun. It's cool. So hey, all right, David Nesdahl, Eric Broadbent, and David Allen Wright. Thank you guys for your time and for hanging out with everybody. Mario says, "Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it."
Oh,
Cool.
Over and out.
Thank you, man.
Cheers,
All
guys.
right. See you guys. See you soon. JohnBeane.com. David Nesdahl. You need to get a page, man.
Okay.
I think DavidNesdahl.com is available.
I know somebody can build you a site.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I need one.
Yeah.
I need one now.
All right.
Cool.
All right. So all you guys, I'll put whatever links you guys have. I'll put them right in there.
Cool.
So all right, we'll see you guys soon. We'll do another one of these, and we'll keep rocking.
Okay. Ciao.
Cheers.
Bye.